nice of them to do that.
Carry on, contact! Still, third back. Still, 6 man forward. 6 man forward. Still, 7 forward. Still. Stand still. The front rank, the left half division. Still, 6 man. Still. Stand still. The rear rank, the left half division.
No, stay there and hold on to money.
Guard of honor! No! Out! Guard of honor! General, salute! Reason! Stop! Guard of honor! No! Out! Guard of honor! Order! Up!
hold me like that, it's going to look like
Lieutenant, High Sheriff, Colonel Bonus, representing the regiment and Colonel Bevan, who commands the battalion. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honour to welcome the Welsh Guards to Swansea on behalf of the people of this great city. Swansea and the Welsh Guards have enjoyed a long relationship since honorary freedom was granted on this very day, September the 15th, 1948, 69 years ago. Honorary freedom is the highest accolade the city can offer any regiment or individual, and has only been awarded just over 40 times since 1885. It allows the Welsh Guards to march through Swansea with their drums beating and their bayonets fixed. Swansea is immensely proud of our city, and that our city is a great recruiting area for the Welsh Guards. And it's a proud moment that some of the soldiers here today serve with the Welsh Guards are from our city. Our city's bonds with our nation's armed forces have always been strong. The men and women of Swansea have always been prepared to step up to the mark when their country has called on them to serve. Today is an opportunity to recognise their service and their sacrifice on behalf of their country. This Freedom Parade will show you how proud the people of Swansea are of you, and I am so pleased and proud to welcome you all here to our city here today. You deserve the respect and admiration of all of us. Today gives us the opportunity to celebrate our relationship with the Welsh Guards and give thanks to our serving personnel who protect us from harm, and to remember those who pay the ultimate price for our freedom we enjoy today. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the citizens of Swansea to grant permission to the Welsh Guards to exercise your freedom by marching through the city. Thank you. Diolch yn fawr.
My dear Lord Mayor, Lord Lieutenant, High Sheriff, members of the Council, ladies and gentlemen, and all the children here today, thank you very much indeed for your warm welcome that we are receiving today, and thank you, Lord Mayor, for your very kind words, which are hugely appreciated. Now, as a regiment, we are nearly always based in London, due to our state ceremonial and public duties being part of the Household Division. So we are incredibly grateful to you for allowing us to be on parade today and giving us permission to exercise the privilege of having been granted the freedom of the city. It is an absolute delight for all of us to be standing here today in this great city, and we are enormously proud of our association with it, dating back to our formation in 1915. Yours was the very first freedom we received as a regiment, so there is a very unique and close bond. Now, the city and the county of Swansea, as the Lord Mayor has mentioned, has always provided a strong cohort of excellent guardsmen, some of whom are on parade today, including the Regimental Sergeant Major, and we are very, very proud to have been able to previously march through the city in 2010 and again in 2013, following the battalion's tours to Afghanistan today. Now, on parade, we have the regimental band, who remain very great ambassadors for the regiment in all they do, and as such they are very great supporters of it. Their musical ability, as you've heard this morning I hope, and professionalism is of the highest order. Indeed, I would say second to none in their field, and they routinely perform on the global stage. Our band is based at the very centre of London, Wellington Barracks, and they remain very much part and at the heart of the regiment. Now, although one would be permitted to think that in seeing these men before you from the 1st Battalion, dressed in their red tunics and their bearskins, that they are engaged in ceremonial and public duties in London, but nothing could be further from the truth. Whilst it is very true that as Her Majesty's 5th Regiment of Foot Guards, we do carry out an array of different ceremonial duties in London and elsewhere, but we actually spend more time on operations and training and wearing combats than red tunics. Indeed, routinely, as a regiment, we would spend 4 to 5 years in a combat role and then spend only 2 years in tunics, greatcoats and bearskins, carrying out public duties, but throughout maintaining the combat skills and going on training and exercises. Now, the Welsh Guards are currently in a combat role and have been since the end of our centenary year in 2015, and they will remain so in this combat role into 2019. They are currently the Army's Readiness Battalion to deploy at very short notice on different types of operations within the United Kingdom, within NATO, or indeed elsewhere. And those different types of deployment may see these young men here before you today deploy in helping breach floods throughout the United Kingdom, reinforcing the police in the event of a terrorist attack in London or indeed other parts of the country, going on humanitarian operations such as we've seen currently in the Caribbean with the hurricanes, going on counter-insurgency operations as the battalion has been so in the last 5 years to Afghanistan, or indeed going to do war fighting. And all those different roles and all those different operations requires a huge amount of skills and dedication and professionalism. And some of that, I'm sure you'll agree, you've seen that here today. But as part of this combat role, the battalion, as you've heard, are deploying on their 3rd tour of Afghanistan next year for 8 months. Now, as a regiment, we take great pride in being able to do this dual role, which only Guards regiments can do. So in reality, the tunics and bearskins that you see here today, which have been in their lockers since the end of 2015, will return to those same lockers on Sunday evening when they return to barracks. And they'll be there for another 2 years until we go back into ceremonial duties. The battalion is currently based in Purbright, Surrey, and equipped with a very large array of different protected vehicles and a whole host of different weapons. And whilst its primary focus has been on training and operations, there has also been time to play a considerable amount of sport and to conduct adventurous training. Some of those sports we have brought into Wales this week, and we've had our football teams playing here in Swansea last night, we've had our rugby team, we've had our boxing team playing throughout all parts of Wales in this last week. We've also done a lot to support our cadets, and as you can see, we've big stands around you, recruiting stands, so if any young men or indeed women amongst you feel like signing up and joining us, you'll be very welcome. Well, I think I should finish now, and in concluding, may I, on behalf of the regiment and those on parade today, thank you for this splendid day, and to say what an absolute pleasure it is for the Welsh Guards to be here again. And thank you for making it possible.
Guard of honour! Guard of honour! Shot! Post! Order! Mark! Guard of honour! Well formed! 3 rank! Form! 3 rank! Guard of honour! And back! Eat! And easy! Yes.
Always like handsome men.